Hello and welcome to Challenger League Season 17 Round 6 here in Scarlavale for the Scarlavale C Pre. Joining me today is Guzzy Man.
Yeah.
And we've got, 3 laps of qualifying ahead of us. Who do you predict will be fighting for pole here at this circuit?
Watching through the whole week, I've seen Aussie pretty quick around here, so he's definitely one of the favorites to take pole here. Of course, F1 fan, in the title fight, as Jeff and Batuko is ahead of him as it stands now. But F1 fan is pretty quick. Batuko as well may also fight with this pole, but we have a new driver as well, the Sek guy. So we'll see what he can do. Sek,
and after the first lap, he and F1 fan are tied for provisional pole. Look at that. The top 4 within 300s of each other. Dot 13, dot 13, dot 15,
yeah.
Dot 15. That's very crazy close right now to the first lap. We've also got the return of the British legend Jake Brad, currently provisionally in 10th.
And also Enigma.
Ah, yes, of course. He's an enigmatic fellow, that guy. Oh, Baduko with a sub 39 lap time on the second lap improves up to provisional pole. As it stands, it's a provisional 1-2, I think, for VLP. It depends how that tiebreak is handled by the game between F1 fan and Sash. And Glow is up to he's in 4th. He was already in 4th. Aussie's up to 5th with an improved time. Then we got Mika, Lexus. Let's see how the final lap treats us. Anything else you spotted? Oh, a little server lag there.
Yeah, server lag going crazy right now. Nah, nothing really. Just drivers keeping clean.
Here we go, and
Aussie
on pole position, beating out the 2 Velocity drivers with a 38.82. Run us down for the grid, Guzzy.
Yeah, so you can see Aussie snatching the pole position on the final lap. Joined with F1 fan on the front row. Batuko in 4th with Sach in 4th. Followed by Glow, Kiato, Mika to Mika, Lexus, Robert, and VCF rounding out the top 10. Then we have Mason and Jake Brad in the VEOs, 11 and 12. GSAD in 13th, Ricky Boy 14, Nikhil in 15th, and Enigma in 16th.
Yeah, very nice. Here we go then for the full wet sprint. It's VZS who qualified 10th, and so we'll be starting from pole for the sprint as a reverse top 10, and we'll have to keep our eye out, especially for Aussie and the 2 VLPs find their way for the midfield. Great start for the VLPs. VZS up ahead with Arbor with Lexus. They're having a quite nice getaway, I'd say. And we got Glow amazingly going up the place. Kiato now up into 4th. Incredible stuff from him. And now he's fine with Mika to Mika. Ooh, F1 fan shoved off there a little, I think. But Arbor, VZS, and Lexus are still holding on the top 3. Ooh, Jake gets forced deep into grass. Unfortunately for him, loses a bunch of positions. Lexus has dropped off Kiato into 3rd, Aussie into 4th, and now looking to pass Kiato as well. Despite that early great start from VLP, it looks like Aussie is the one looking to get... Oh my god, what an overtake!
What a move, double overtake into Mika's full sleep.
I think he might have forced VZS to force Arbor off on the inside there, but one opportunistic move from Aussie, flying through into 1st, and look at the gap he's created as a result. VZS behind makes a mistake. Arbor, it doesn't leave space for F1 fan there. I think he was getting forced off by VZS himself. Kiato leading this massive pack behind Aussie, and it's less than 2 seconds. It's still a gap that I could see them closing, but look at the chaos that's happening right now. F1 fan again getting slowed down. What can you tell us further down the field?
No, it looks like everyone is just in the slipstream pack right now. There's a bigger mistake between Jake Brad and Lexus. They're both going deep into the hairpin. They all are keeping it quite. It's quite a tight pack, as we can see. It's everyone is keeping up in each other's slip except for Ozzy, who's leading. And there's a few mistakes at the back end, Nickel and stuff. They're going. Oh, they're going 2 wide, 3 wide everywhere.
Oh, I can see the second pack now is detached, and look at that. Arbor and Kiao side by side, forcing their way alongside Batuko, and Batuko very smartly there avoided that whole chaos. Is back now into the lead of this pack, is trying, obviously. Oh, and we got server lag.
Oh. Yeah, a huge server lag. And VCS and Kiato into the wall there. That's very unfortunate. And then again.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna try and host the UL.
Yeah.
Do we follow the procedure for that, do you think, or is it just a waste of time?
Not now. I don't think.
It's a big loss, especially for Kiato, I think, and for VZS.
Yeah, that's true.
F1 Fan is also still stuck in that midfield, unfortunately for him. He's had a bunch of incidents here and there, other people for... Oh, Sates with a teleport there. So that's one to be noted. Thankfully didn't hit any other car out on track. Batuko trying to chase down Aussie. Then we got Arbor, we got Kiato leading this pack. F1 Fan and Tash both on the inside there. Couldn't find the space. Enigma and VZS are also here. It's looking like the podium
on the inside and going a bit wide.
It looks like the podium has been all but decided now by that server lag for the sprint.
This Enigma has climbed a lot of positions. Started last and up into 4th right now. A pretty good sprint for him.
We're seeing a lovely fight here between Kiato and between F1 Fan. Batuko is on fire right now. Oh my god, fastest lap 40.48. Right after Aussie set the previous fastest lap at 40.77. Batuko trying his hardest to chase down Aussie here. And they're just separated by about a second between the both of them. Amazing stuff from these two title challengers. I'm not sure how far behind Aussie is, but he's trying his hardest, and so is Batuko. Batuko, I think, hits the grass there, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Arbor by himself in P3. I may have commentators cursed Batuko just a little bit. Arbor by himself just driving to the podium. HRT are going to have a lovely sprint result.
Indeed, and there's a big mistake from Kiato there.
Was it forced or was it?
I have no idea. I did not see it just at the end of my screen.
GSAT now going through F1 Fan, also going through Enigma, forcing him off into the grass. And now F1 Fan, amazing! GSAT made a mistake, F1 Fan round the outside. This might have been the opportunity he was waiting for to run away from this pack. You just have to watch out, because I think he made a grass mistake there that might have gotten GSAT his slipstream back. Because he has to...
No, not yet.
Yeah, he has to drive perfectly now, and that was perfect for him. Stuck close to the inside.
Side by side with Sek. On the main straight into turn 1.
Ooh, oh my
Sek
god.
breaks early, they're going wide.
Kiao and Enigma stuck with him. Oh my god, GSAT just straight up takes out Tash. Enigma tried to avoid him, accidentally
made a big mistake on the final lap. That is unfortunate for him.
Look how close Batuko is behind Aussie here. Nearly within slip distance. Oh, but I think Aussie had a closer inside line there. And it was not enough for Batuko to take the slip. Aussie wins the sprint. Batuko finishes second. Amazing pace fight between the two of them. Arbor comes across for a podium. F1 Fan in 4th. HRT and VLP.
Who's going to take it on the line? 4. It's going to be Kiato.
Kiato above Sash and Enigma. GSAT finished 5th. Fastest lap goes to Batuko as well. Run us down through the rest of the results, please, Guzzy.
Yeah, as you can see, Ozzy and Batuko absolutely running away with it here. Robert finished at the podium with F1 Fan, who did a very good comeback all the way up into 4th. GSAD in 5th. Kiato managing to hold on to the 6th place in front of Sek and Enigma. And then Nikhil and VCS running out the top 10. And then we have Alexis and Glow, the two independent drivers, in 11 and 12. Mason in P13. Mika Tumika in 14, Ricky Boy in 15, and Jake Brad with an unfortunate race in P16.
Yep, thank you very much for that, Guzzi.
No problem.
Here we go, 25 laps ahead of us for the dry feature race. Aussie on pole after winning the sprint, just half a second ahead of Batuko, and he's got both of the VLPs behind him. Sash also looking around the outside. That was a pretty calm start. Mika and Kiato and Glow there getting into some trouble, but it's not gotten so bad yet. And relatively clean start, I'd say. Unless you saw something.
Pretty unfortunate for Lexus though. I don't know how there, but
Jesus, now Mason and Nikhil and GSAD there. That could have gone a lot wronger. A lot more wrong, actually. That's not a fucking word, wronger.
And Glow is locked up into the final corner and has gone wide. That is unfortunate for him as well. But now the pack is splitting up quite quickly here after only one lap. That's the top 4 running away with it. Kiato, a bit of lag again.
Oh, that's massive. I think we should...
Sec on track.
I think we should maybe restart. There was a lot of people in the back midfield there that got murdered.
Yeah. I just had to check if... No. I just have to check if the grid did not get fucked.
Yeah.
No, it's the same.
I don't know how and where Juan fucking specified the under 10% stuff, so I'm just following my own proposal.
Yeah.
Juan's not even in the VC, so clearly he doesn't care.
I mean, we did 2 laps, no?
Yeah, we did 2 laps.
Yeah. So no changing in laps.
I'm thinking maybe we should have like an upper limit on how many times we can red flag restart.
Yeah, that too.
That'll be something we have to discuss later on, though.
For now, just 24 laps again, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Flex and Joe saying he doesn't watch CL. Fuck Juan, for real.
You said, what a numph.
Whoever has to edit my recording, I'm so sorry, because you're gonna have to edit.
Yeah, have fun, Tommy.
I love neurotically tabbing out of the fucking window. That's alright then. I don't think it'll be too bad, Tommy.
No, these kids gotta ready up though. Yeah, VCS.
VZS more like P6 he is.
What? Okay. Ready?
Here we go for a restart after we had a big server lag. 2 laps in last time. We'll see if this time we can get away with a start without any lag. Here we go. Oh, F1 fan tried to go for a dive there on turn 1, but Aussie managing to get the better exit. Both of them fighting hard for the race lead. Aussie, of course, got the pole. He got the sprint victory. And now Batuko and Kiato Down the inside, F1 Fan went too wide, Aussie went too wide. Batuko and Kiao have invited themselves over here. And Aussie is now into the lead. They're going to have to watch out not to lose his slip. Batuko looking to go round the outside. And now down the inside of this final turn. But Aussie's going to have the better acceleration there. You seen anything in the midfield worth mentioning?
Just a bit of incidents between a couple of drivers. Glow, though, with an incredible exit speed out of the final corner, gaining 2 positions there. And he is climbing rapidly now. He's going 3 wide with Robert.
They have to be careful
and
here.
he gets cut off there a bit. Yeah, so going 3 wide. Not ideal through that corner.
Batuko now fighting his way into the lead in the lead pack, managing to get past Aussie. F1 Fan following Batuko, Aussie, and Kiao. You've got, I think, 4 out of like the 5 top Drivers' Championship drivers right now.
Yeah, most likely.
Jeff, the only one we're missing. Batuko heads the fastest lap again. Goes wide.
He also goes through to take the lead.
Yeah, oh, but he makes a mistake, and Aussie immediately pounces on that opportunity. Kiao down the inside, does force Aussie a little bit wide, but not too wide to where it would become a real issue for any of the drivers.
Lead back.
This lead pack is going all over this place. Batuko down the inside on Aussie. What an opportunistic move there. Oh, him and F1 Fan now colliding a little there. A little bit of rocketing, I think, was going on. Meanwhile, it's Arbor and Tash fighting for 5th position. Behind them is Nicholas Hill, followed by VZS, Mika, and Glow. But it's this top pack of 4 drivers that is... oh my god, Aussie forced Kiao a little bit into grass there and then hit the grass on the very next turn himself. And all 4... remain in the pack together, and honestly, if they scrap it too much, Tash and his pack might actually catch him. Tash now looking to separate even. Oh no, makes a mistake.
Commentator's curse, right?
Commentator's curse. Oh, and Arbor also commentator's curse.
Arbor as well. Nick Hill going for the switchback though.
Oh, goes wide on that final turn.
Line. He does have the slip.
He does have the slip actually. He does have the ping as well, so that's probably why.
He may be on the inside line.
It's a really awkward entry into turn 1, I'm gonna say.
That is true. As VCS is trying to climb back up now after a rough lap 1. But yeah, it looks like it's 3 different packs there.
Glow in 10th. He has sort of detached from the pack ahead, unfortunately. Oh,
and
small server lag. Okay, I didn't see that much time loss, maybe.
Batuko's been hit a tiny bit.
Batuko's lost a lot. Aussie got a bit of a gap there. I think that should be fine to continue with that one. That was like 1 or 2 drivers tops affected by that.
Yeah. Oh, and what is up now? Kiato 2-second gap.
Yeah, because some of them have pitted now for hard tires. That's
yeah, they haven't pitted.
Batuko, and this will also be interesting through, of course, this traffic. How will they manage it? Batuko getting past Mason, looking to get past GSAD.
Yes, Kiato's now into the pits. Same with Robert. Robert fakes the pit entry there. As Satch goes in. He's going to exit the pits a bit behind F1 Fan and Aussie, but in front of Batuko still. GSAD is fighting
Batuko's struggling with GSAD right now. GSAD just not giving him any space, forcing him into grass on worn out hard tires. And Batuko's losing a lot of time. Yeah, but he has lost quite a fair bit of time, I think. He was like under a second behind Kiao, now he's nearly 2 seconds behind. He'll be looking to try and catch up now. GSAD makes a mistake that will be crucial for Batuko to get that clean air. Arbor and Mika now into the pits. Aussie and F1 Fan side by side across that finish straight, and F1 Fan is just
ghosted there.
Yeah, he's just following Aussie here. He's got the fastest lap at 39.40, and that was also Aussie's fastest lap of the race so far. That last lap, it was at 39.60. It was F1 Fan's fastest as well. That's where he hit the fastest lap. Kiao getting co-opted by Batuko. looks like a pace difference between the two of them is being shown on display right here, right now. The question is, can Batuko close down that nearly 4-second gap to F1 Fan and Aussie ahead? Aussie asking F1 Fan to S. I think F1 Fan might be trying to fight him, especially if he notices Batuko get past Kiato, might be able to fight Aussie there, slow both of them down to let Batuko get into the fold.
Switch plus slip. Okay, so Kiato wants to follow Batuko, it seems like.
Yeah,
maybe he knows he got more pace.
Tash and P5, VZS. Oh, we've got a big pile up behind. Not sure what happened there. Oh, Nick Hill and Mason. Something happened up there, and my camera was just like off it.
Oh, there's 3 cars going off the track right there.
Yeah, I think Ricky got punted from behind.
There's Mason. Oh, there's a bit of contact. The ping is going crazy as Mason pulls into the pits. So, yeah, he's going to be exiting now. Last place, Lexus P15. So there's not really much going on right now, except for the middle of the pack with VCS and Mika to Mika and GSAD, who's in their own little pack. Robert trying to catch up to that. As GSAD has yet to pit, actually. He's the only driver yet to pit. So that's pretty interesting. He's probably going to peel in now, though. No, he's not. And Robert is going to try and go for the move. He's on fresh medium, so of course he wants to go for that. And he's made the move quite easily there. Glow as well on fresher hards than GSAD, but GSAD does not give that up too easily, and he's going to defend it for this next lap. So see Sek all alone in P5 then. Kiato has lost Batuko for the podium, and the top 2 just still slip shimming each other. Don't know what happened to Kibo. May have lost.
I'm just kind of chilling, man.
Right. Well, yeah, so you can see the top 2 running away with it. 5 seconds almost ahead of Batuko.
They were running away with it. Now that Batuko has separated from Kiato, he's actually showing better times than Aussie. When Kiato was slipstreaming him, these times were worse than Aussie. So that's something to keep an eye on, I think. We'll see how it is this lap. F1 Fan has not been really fighting Aussie, he has just been slipstreaming him.
Yeah, I think they don't want to invite Batuko.
39.80. And Batuko with a 39.93, so that was a tenth slower that time. So it's somewhere around on pace, I think. I think Batuko's around the same pace, which obviously is not it's not what you want when you're 4 seconds behind, because that would just mean you finish 4 seconds behind. But better a podium than nothing, I guess, and maybe they can do something strategy-wise later on. Got Arbor and Mika fighting for P6. Arbor, the only one out on the track, not on hards right now, he's on medium tires. GSAD still hasn't pit, he started on the hard tires. He's going for a one-stop. He can't be going on a one-stop because if he
can't do a one-stop on hards.
If he pits onto hards
he's staying out again.
Yeah, I think he might be going for a one-stop and then pitting onto medium tires. I think that's more... Oh, and he's just kind of forced Ricky to go deep into turn 1.
Yeah,
and
he's
just forces him
Ricky off the track.
It's terrible driving. Go back to AL with that, you know.
1-1
Jake trying to go round the outside of him.
Past, he can't.
Jake showing him the elbow, showing him the shoulders. Look at that.
Colliding.
Oh, sadly, Jake. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god! What is going on?
Holy
kinds of battles right now.
So Jake forced GSAD off there, probably as recompense, and now they're still brawling with each other. And unfortunately, Nick Hill forced Jake off, and now GSAD goes into the pits.
He must pit
Nick Hill forced Jake off, then somehow Ricky up ahead went off. Nick Hill went off, and that left Jake and GSAD to go off themselves, rocket off the track. That was an insane turn of events there. Jake Brad showing the younglings how it's done there. F1 fan and Aussie
Yeah.
actually undercutting Batuko here. Batuko went for the overcut. So that's interesting. Will he be able to do something with the tire advantage here? And Sash has not pitted yet. Maybe he was looking to slipstream F1 fan and Aussie a bit by this overcut, but he's not within that slip range. Maybe he's just looking to finish off on the medium tires. That might be what he's looking to do. And
Yeah.
where is GSAT?
Where
Yes, GSAT has pitted onto the medium tires.
he cannot do medium 11. That is way too long. He has to pit again. He must
Him
be.
and Jake Brad are gonna meet each other very soon once again, so keep an eye out for that. F1 fan now into the lead of the race. Actually, he's nearly a second ahead of Aussie. Aussie doesn't have his slipstream. Aussie may have made a mistake or something, and F1 fan has clearly capitalized on that. Him and Aussie had the joint fastest lap of the race last lap. Both had a 39.28, so that'd be 1 point to each of them, I believe.
Yeah, that will. See, F1 fan making tiny mistake. The same does Aussie though, so he's not gaining anything in the final sector there. The gap is quite
Oh
big
yeah,
downtown
only
to the
two
Pico.
hundredths of difference in that lap time there.
He's getting closer, slowly but surely.
Mika to Mika pits, and Kiato's actually behind Sash. Oh, Sash makes a turn one mistake. Look at that. Commentator's curse
Oh,
strikes
unfortunately.
again.
Once again.
He will be fighting with Kiato for P4 though, I believe. I mean,
He will.
those are
He needs
better
some fresher
tires.
tires, so he's going through right now. Into the hairpin. We're gonna be holding Kyato behind for now, unless Kyato wants to overtake. Does not seem like it.
Aussie once again tying that fastest lap of the race, another .28 from him, and he has gained 2/10 of an F1 fan that lap. He is now agonizingly close to that slipstream range of F1 fans, and he might be able to get it if F1 fan makes just a single mistake more. Aussie would be back into that fight for the race win. Batuko, meanwhile, behind, he's I'm sure he'd love for the two up ahead to be fighting, because that would be the only option really for him to catch back up. This time F1 fan a 10th faster than Aussie, so it's staying a bit balanced, a bit closer, but a bit balanced nonetheless. Aussie still just very close to that slipstream range, and on a slow section of the track like that, that's where you could really see it work out for him, because of course the gaps would shrink momentarily. He would get that slipstream boost, and then he would not lose that time, that gap that he had before. Kiao has managed to separate from Sasha actually. He might be going for that P for commentator's curse. He just hit grass. Sasha's back in his slipstream. Arbor in 6th.
Aussie goes for the inside line on F1 fan is taking the lead of the race.
Look at that. Yeah, gained 4/10 last lap. Aussie.
Quick.
Incredible stuff from him. That was a .35. The consistency of Aussie in this final stint has been very, very good. F1 fan, however, still in slipstream. We've seen him do great stuff with the slipstream so far this race, so I think he'll still be fighting with Aussie till the very final turn of the race to get that victory between the two of them. Batuko guaranteed that podium. Sash and Kiao still fighting for P4 here. Kiao forces Sash a bit wide, but he's still within slipstream, looking to fight back. Arbor holding on to 6, but Glow is not too far behind, and there's a good position for Glow. He was running 10 for quite a long time. After GSAD focused a bit more on Jake, I think Glow has been able to jump up some positions, and this is a very nice feature position for him. VZS in 8th, Mika to Mika in 9th, Lexus up in 10th as an independent driver right now. Above Nick Hill, Ricky Boy, Enigma, GSAD, Mason, and Jake Brad. Those 4 at the back, not too far away from each other. This might be very entertaining. You can see Aussie and F1 fan fighting not too far behind as ghosts. Very close to lapping these 4, in fact.
Yeah. CC. Jeez, they are all ghosted. I don't know. Okay, they're not ghosted anymore. Mason goes off the track, stuck behind Enigma there. Jake Bragg goes for a dive and GSAD. And they are going quite aggressive against each other right now.
Oh my!
Enigma, so they are forcing each other off.
What is Mason
trying
doing?
to make a move.
Nearly went into the pets. Oh
Mason
my god, they're going wide. Oh, and that was that was such an intelligent move from Mason.
That was the smartest move I've seen the whole day.
And it was for 14th. Amazing stuff there. Oh my.
Great stuff.
Jake and GSAD took each other off. Mason went really wide so that he could go really narrow on the exit. And now look at that, Jake behind him as well. GSAD down in last, and he's lost a lot of time to them now.
And
I think he's DNF
in the wall. No, he's just.
Oh, okay.
He's on very worn tires. I don't know what he's doing.
I think he was typing something. I think he was typing
and
something.
And now he's pitting. 2 laps ago, he's into the pits.
Interesting.
He's onto
going onto the soft. Maybe he's looking for a fastest lap, inshallah, at the very end here.
Maybe, but he had the final lap there.
He's only one flying lap for him. Meanwhile, F1 fan Aussie, this is the final lap. The two of them fighting for this feature win. Same tire wear, same hard tires between the both of them. Aussie's got that advantage of being ahead right now, but here final turn is where all matters, and F1 fan has the slipstream. He's looking to pick one side, and he is going side by side, and it's a tie! Oh my god! They split the feature victory, Batuko in third. Amazing stuff from the both of them rewarded with that win. Sash finishes 4th ahead of Kiao, and Glow might be being arbored to 6, and he does! Amazing stuff, Glow. VCS versus Mika for 8th. Who will take it? And it's Mika by 100!
Wow.
Lexus in 10th. GSAT telling Jake to jump off a cliff. Run us down for the rest of the results.
We have Nikhil in P11, Ricky Boy in P12, Mason P13, Enigma in 14, and Jake Brad 15, and then GSAD with a final lap DNF, I think that was, in 16th.
Yeah.
So yeah, wow, what a race. A tie finish and a tie fastest lap. That is what you like to see there.
Incredible efforts from Aussie and F1 fan during the feature. Batuko rounding off the podium, and Sash up in P4. I think it's his debut, right? Amazing stuff.
Yeah, very good debut right there.
From him being experienced CL driver Kiao. Glow also P6 as an independent. Amazing performance for him. Just being out Arbor at the end there in that photo finish. Amazing stuff. Lexus also as an independent, finishing in the top 10. So lots of crazy stuff there. And Jake showed GSAT those OG elbows there, how they really did that back in the day.
He really did. Yes. But yeah, let's head over to some interviews.
Alright.
Do we have anyone here? Do we have Aussie? Do we have F1 fan? We don't.
No, Batuko, no Sash.
We have Kiato though.
Hello.
Well, Kiao P5 in the feature. I have no idea where he finished in the sprint. How was your day today?
I finished 6th on the sprint. Well, taking into account that I was really pessimistic with it, like I'm really shocked about my results. Like really shocked in a positive way, of course. I'm sad that I lost the podium, but of course those 3 guys had way more pace than me. Shaq had a lot of pace too. And well, of course, if I didn't practice enough, then I'm in that P5. It's more solid than enough. But then in the sprint, what happened? Oh yeah, I think there was like a big lag in the middle laps or so, and VSS. Oh my goodness, I literally trespassed the wall. So I don't really know what to say about it. But yeah. Happy now. I'm chill that I don't have to battle for the title, so I just try to give as much points as possible for my team.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Any other legend on the VC? Yeah, we do have Jake. Jake, how was your experience?
Oh, like the good old days. Like the good old days. Not got the pace, but I saw a certain
Would
D-side
you say it's nearly as similar an experience as CCL season 3 was?
Oh no, it's much worse. Much worse. I saw my teammate ahead. I know we're battling for 14th at that point, but I thought I know G-Sad was out there to purely try and crash into us. He was on like 11 lap medium, stupid. So I thought I'll just send him wide a bit and let him through, and I think he ended up getting 13th, so it ended up working quite well for the last few points.
Yeah. I mean, that's unless Neckhill wants to talk about his performance, I think that's everyone.
Yeah, it seems like it. Well, yeah, quite short. Quite short. Do we have Enigma though?
Oh yeah, Enigma, how was your CO return?
Messy, but pretty fun. Kind of a throwback to way back fighting with Jake for 14th. So that was fun. Good driving though.
Very nice, and we'll see you all next time at Darawal Town for the
Yeah.
Australian C-Pre, same country, in a week's time. So we'll see you then.
Yeah. Bye bye.